All right, so I got a new mic. Let me know if this mic's work. This mic's. I'm at height. Let me know if this mic works, because some people were telling me about my audio. I appreciate y'all for the feedback. My name is Miladies. I am your spirit shifter here, guiding you on your journey towards self-awareness. I got a new mic. Let me know if you can hear me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Because what if I keep on talking and y'all can't hear me? OMG. Today is day 7 of our money mindset challenge. I pray that y'all can hear me. Somebody tell me. Thumbs up. Audio. Wait. Hey! Thank you, my friend. All right. This is what I needed. I'm hyped though, so calm me down. Calm me down. Calm me down. All right. So y'all know I gotta go live on Tickety Tickety Talk. Give me 1 second. Today we are excuse me. Today we are reviewing and reflecting. We're taking a bit of a pause. We just went through 7 days of some mind shifting momentum, right? So we're going to reflect on where our money mindset is at after these 7 days. And we're going to be revising, and I'll give you guys some tips. We'll also talk about, oh, I didn't even write it in. Hold on, I got to write that brand in. We're going to be talking about, this is a video that I seen the other day about privileged mindset. And her name is Krisitdoingthings. And she has a YouTube channel. I bumped into her video. It was about 12 minutes, so it's short. And she spoke about privileged mindset. So we'll talk about that today too. I found it quite interesting, and it can definitely shift our perspective on how we approach things. All right. So today is more of a chillax. Did I say chillax? All right. Because y'all know, you. I could tell y'all why I do a lot of lives rather than to pre-record. I used to. I'm very savvy with technology, and I was. If you go to the beginning of my YouTube channel, you can see how I was very creative doing things. But I used to cry because the videos used to take forever to upload, or if not, I wouldn't have been able to upload it. And at that time, I was doing a lot of tarot readings, and I was just like, why? Because if you someone who do readings, you know everything's intuitive. So how the hell am I gonna re-record something that just is flowing? I used to have a lot of anxiety, so I was like, fuck that. I'm going live. Do I look like I have time to cry? Over YouTube? Nah. All right. Keep giving me feedbacks because this is how we work together. All right. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being you. Why? Because you are providing space for yourself to expand in a way that you haven't before. And that is creating that money mindset, right? Many of us grew up wherever we grew up at. And what we're doing is we're leaving that mind behind so that we can jump into this new mindset that we're creating for ourselves when it comes to abundance, when it comes to health, any of those things in our lives. And so, with that being said, I celebrate you. All right. Always. And don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe because this is how I know where I can help you at, right? Some of us may not have even started doing anything, and that could not, we can charge it to quote unquote laziness or quote unquote procrastination or quote unquote fear. But the reality is, at some point in our life, we need a push to do these things, because at the end of it all, you can have a lot of knowledge. And this is something that came yesterday. You can have a lot of knowledge and wisdom on something, but if you don't put it into practice, what are we doing? I know a lot of people who say to me, "Oh, I know how to do that," and I say, "Oh, so when did you do it?" And they say, "Oh, I never did it. I just seen a couple of videos and I know how to do it." Yeah, well, Mr. Jones, we might need you to do something to see if you actually know how to do it, right? And that's when people get upset, because it's like, yeah, I know how to do it. Show me the proof. So you may be someone who knows how to manage their finances. You may be someone who knows what their finances is looking like, right? But how are we increasing it? How are we shifting it? How are we bringing in more? How are we opening up space, right? All right. Rich Rising, Maria. All right. Day 7. Nope. Not today. Nope. Not today. That's what my shirt says. But, people on TikTok can see it. Nope. Not today. Today, we're not taking no excuses. All right. We're going to be reflecting on the intentions and goals that we set up on day 1. If you haven't set up any intentions and goals, okay, we're going to do it again today. All right. So the moral of today is to make sure that you understand what's happening after you've been intaking this wisdom on shifting your money mindset. Did you see something in the bank increase for you? Did some people stop asking you for money because you decided that you was going to say no? Have you become more aware of what you've been doing with your finances, right? At least I can say for myself, being the one that's guiding you all in this challenge, as well as being part of it, because hello, who would I be if I didn't do it? And so with that being said, one of the things that I've been more aware of is the business side of what I'm doing. My personal financial side is part of what I've accomplished, but now it's the business side. I'm taking it a bit more serious. Uh, the reason why I say a bit more serious, we have personal things that go in our lives, and you don't know if you'll probably be capable of running a full blown business. But as you get into it and you start, you know, knowing who you are, the knowledge that you have and the wisdom, you start implementing it. So I've been more aware of what's happening. So with that being said, what have you become aware of? So what is the importance of reflecting? The purpose of reflecting when it comes to our finances is to make sure that our actions are aligned with what we said we were going to be doing. So 7 days ago, you said that you were going to probably, I don't know, save $200, right? Have you been putting money towards those $200? If you haven't, then you can go back and say, what am I doing that's not allowing me to achieve this goal? Is it the negative Nancy in my mind saying, oh, I'm not going to get it? Is it the time frame? Is the time frame too short? Is the time frame too long? So when you're reflecting, is an opportunity, one, to celebrate if you did reach your goal of $200, right? And the other thing is to learn from your setbacks. Like what's going on? And this is the part where we become a bit more responsible, reflecting, because there's some of us that set our financial goals and then never go back to it. And it's just like, we're looking for increase. The same way we check back on our phones with emails, you know I'm going there. The same way we check back if somebody wrote us a text message. Did he write me back? Did she write me back? That's the same way we want to reflect, not only on our finances, on our health, everything else, right? And this is what the planets do to us, right? They go in retrograde for this purpose. What's the benefit of reflecting? The benefit, again, is to see where you can enhance your financial awareness. for someone who's buying a home and your goal was to see if you're able to be approved for a $300,000 bank loan for your home, what steps did you set up? Did you even sign up for the first time homeowners seminar? Did you look online to see if there was any free financial advice? There is a lot of free financial advice, all right? Let me tell you, especially if you're someone who's starting, uh, if you're a business owners are highly favored in the sense that there is, like, the government really does support business owners. That doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. That it just means that you have to do your research and start stepping up, right? Start stepping up to what you say you desire. All right. So, and again, celebrating yourself for doing the damn thing. Reviewing your financial goals and your progress, right? How are you reviewing your financial goals? What is your setup? Again, we put time aside for a date. We put time aside to speak to our friends at work. We put time to the side to listen to other people's I don't know what people be going through, a whole bunch of shit. Oh, yes, call me at 8. I'll put some time to the side for you. Okay, so call yourself at 8 and set up time for yourself to sit down with your finances. What does that look like when you're reviewing it, right? What, again, has been your achievement? What is still in progress? And what needs more attention? All right, these are the things that you want to look at when you're reviewing your financial intentions and goals. What happens when you notice what needs more attention? Energy goes into that area and things start dismantling and upgrading, right? That's like when we focus solely on going to school. When you focus your goals on going to school, you achieve your classes, you get your A's, get your B's, whatever it is that you're getting. And the end result is what? A piece of paper, certification saying you qualify for this. Same way. Let's start treating our finances the same way we do with everything else, giving it time, giving it love. All right, so one of the activities that you can do during this time when it comes to reviewing your finances is building a checklist or something to remind you of your achievements. Some people say, oh, I can't do to-do lists, I can't do this and I can't do that. However, if your job gives you a list of things to do, you have no choice but to enjoy to-do lists to get paid, right? So how can you make this area more comforting for yourself? Maybe it's an alert that says, ding, 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 you've reached your goals, right? Maybe is someone calling you once a month and saying, hey, congratulations, you accomplished whatever. What's going to remind you that you achieve your goals? I personally was one of those people that used to be like, I don't like checklists. I was really talking about myself. And so the other day, though, I did write some things down, but I didn't do it in a checklist form. I didn't say to-do list or nothing. I just wrote, I just started writing down the things that I needed to do. And then I just put real big, get done. And I put the date. I was honestly surprised when I went back and something inside of me was like, see if you accomplish these things. And lo and behold, I was able to check each one except for one. I was able to check enough to say, oh, I did it. I didn't keep going back to the list and was looking. It was like, this is what needs to get done. Okay. I just knew this is what I needed to get done. And I just started going with the flow. So would I continue to like checklists? I personally need cute things. I need something to check off. I need a marker. because that's the way my eyes see things. If I have something that's just in black and white, it doesn't really work with my thought process. I need colors, I need circles, I need squares. This is important. So know what it is that you enjoy checking off, or know what helps you feel happy about your achievements. All right. So assessing assessing changes in your financial behavior and mindset. It's been 7 days. Can you identify any changes that has happened within your money mindset? Like I said, I know a couple of people have been sending me messages, letting me know that they have been bumping into unexpected abundance, right? Some of us are finally looking at our bills. That's an achievement. That's a habit, right? Others of us are in the space of slowly looking at what we are owing, right? But you don't owe anything because you're debt free and it's already paid for. You're just looking to see what needs to be an adjustment, right? Have you shifted the way you speak with negative Nancy and doubtful Dan? Have you been looking at your bank account differently? Have you been attempting to see what your credit score looks like and how you can improve it? All these things are letting us know that our subconscious mind is guiding us towards shifting our money mindset, right? What habits have you seen shifting? Did you stop probably getting a Starbucks coffee? I know for me yesterday, I've been going through changes. And one of the biggest changes in my life is stopping or just lowering my consumption of coffee. And that one has assisted me in uh, using that coffee abundance towards something else. I also then calculated, like, more or less, it's like $60-$70 a month on coffee, right? We all have our habits, so we ain't judging nobody. But nonetheless, what can I do with those $60-$70? I could actually pay a bill, right? So I'm like, so that started shifting. Then I was introduced to the Riser mushroom coffee, which by the way is amazing. And then I started testing it out. Coffee Riser, right? I'm giving y'all this so you can understand how my mindset has shifted. And every time I would go places like the normal Dunkin' Donuts or just the corner store, I really like Moms and Pops corner store coffees. And I started noticing that even the smell of coffee was not attracting me. So okay, the Riser, okay, cool. And then I started, rather than to ask for coffee, ask for chai lattes. Oh, sis, you doing chai lattes? I'm not saying I don't like chai lattes, but again, growing up drinking coffee is just like a staple. And then I went to Trader Joe's yesterday, and guess what I did? I bought a little thing of chai, concentrated chai latte. So now I'm doing it at home. My mindset has shifted on how I'm approaching not only my health but also my money mindset, right? So these are the things that I want you to start noticing about yourself, and this is something that happened within the process of the last 2 months. So it's something that has been in progress, but now there's a time where I can look at the things that I'm consuming, aka coffee, tea, water, and I can say to myself, okay, I'm making better choices for my body. So I'm sharing that to say, when it comes to your money mindset, what have you been noticing? Do you get less anxiety? Do you get more stressed? You know, where is it at? Have you been able to be more optimistic on your financial freedom? I also have been encountering in my personal life people who have come to me, being a bit chaotic about their money mindset, while I'm doing this challenge, which is quite interesting because these are people that I interact with. And they always say, excuse me, that through the people you interact with is how you're going to be seeing what your life is like, where it is in your life that you need to adjust. And so as people are coming to me, I'm helping them shift. I'm not opting into their money mindset so that I don't pick at it and think it's me. So rather than doing that, I actually assist them through the same thing that we're doing. Like, hey, reassuring them, like, first and foremost, the person that I was talking to, we light up candles. So start lighting up some candles, start shifting things. A lot of times we get, again, in that anxiety mode, that stress mode, because things are due, things needs to get done. For the most part, these are scared tactics that happen so that our defense mechanism could start going up and start being a bit aggressive when it comes to finances. Think about it. We really are highly aggressive because of the stalkation that these bill collectors be doing, right? Where's my money? Where's my money? My bill is due. My bill is due. This should be crazy. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I learned to I barely have any bills because I was releasing the stress. Mm-mm. No. All right. What does your financial future continues to look like? Setting new intentions and goals. All right. When you're setting new intentions and goals from this day forward based on what you experienced through this challenge, we're going to be adjusting, revising again, reviewing and revising. If you said to yourself that you wanted to reach a goal of $1,000 by the end of the month, but it feels like a stress challenge rather than a joyful budgeting challenge from yesterday's advice, um, pull back, abort, pull back. Why are we pulling back? We pulling back because it's not working for us. It's causing us more stress. We're not happy, right? Reminding ourselves what is our emotional well-being when it comes to our finances. For those of us who are thinking to get a loan, to take out a personal loan, anything that's going to help you achieve that bigger goal, there's a lot of rejection, abandonment, and resentment issues, karma, trauma around that. If you're someone who has not assisted those things from childhood. So reminding ourselves that a lot of our actions are coming from our childhood and how we were raised. So that goes back to our money story, right? So you could be someone who is like, all right, I'm doing this money challenge, a money mindset challenge, and I'm ready to. I have. You're saying your affirmations and you're ready, and you get to the bank and you start getting nervous, and you start reminding yourself of how you was denied from Capital One, which, by the way, who cares about? Anyways, that you was denied by Capital One, or if you was rejected from a job. So that starts stirring up unnecessarily, right? Because you build yourself up to get this loan. You know you're gonna get it, and now that happens. So reminding ourselves that we are adjusting our emotions, building a relationship with our finances, right? And as we do those things, we're adding action to that. And as we add action to that, we can set new goals and intentions. So use today as a way to revise what your financial goals are. Let's be more detailed, right? If you haven't done the vision board, go ahead and do that. I provided multiple ways to do a vision board, so it doesn't necessarily have to do with just a picture. So go back to day one for that. All right. So let's take a few moments before we finish to write down one or two revised goals, all right, for the reminder of this challenge. I remember asking you guys to see if you can reach $500 by the end of this challenge to see what it do. What's up? Is this working for you? You know, being open that yes, if you just have a 9 to 5 and you just getting a check every 2 weeks does not mean that abundance comes in different ways. All right, so let's do that. I'll talk about the privileged mindset because that. So go ahead and take a few moments to revise the goals. The particular goal that I'm doing is I just found a check. Yo, just you see how happy I got? This is what you do to yourself. You write your goals because I already got something to tell you. Revise them. Maybe your financial goal is to find a financial advisor and you're revising it to say this week I'm going to look for 3 more people. All right. Let me know what you have in the comments. For myself, this money challenge goal was geared towards get monetizing from YouTube. So these where my goals is at. So yeah. I am getting deeper into like the algorithm and just learning what YouTube is all about. I've been here since 2019 and I just been doing a bunch of other stuff. Nonetheless, through authenticity and providing tons and tons of knowledge. So let's talk about this privileged mindset because that blew my mind, right? So shout out to Krisitdoingthings. That's her YouTube channel. And she basically broke down what a privileged mindset is, what it's connected to. She also added definition to it. So overall, she basically was expressing that a privileged mindset is a cultural thing. It has nothing to do with being born into it or not being born into it. And you can sit back in your life, right? And if you have siblings, if you have cousins, a lot of us may have seen certain siblings and cousins getting away with things, or even adults getting away with things. And you would say to yourself, well, that person is privileged, or, they are highly favored. And the reality is that it's a mindset rather than it being something that's stamped on you from the day you were born. So I was thinking in my life, I'm like, have I ever sat there and used a privileged mindset? And I started running down some ways that I actually have always set that mindset of being privileged in spaces where, like I always share, how the hell did I get here? And so, how do we set a privileged mindset? First and foremost, we begin to dismantle, right? What privilege means to us. And this is where I always express um, shifting words, giving new meanings to words. We have been brought up with the meaning that they have provided for us. We now have the choice and we declare to shift the meaning of words Because at the end of it all, words compared to symbols, compared to sound, ain't shit. All right. I just want to let y'all know. But nonetheless, since we use words, we're humans. Whew, we have to pay attention to what we are speaking out into existence, right? So she talked about how when you look at your life, you can see again where have you accomplished certain things in your life because of your mindset, and where have you not. So there's somebody who, and she gives this example, someone who goes for a job knowing that they don't have all the credentials to go and get this job, yet they still go for the job interview, they still set up and they get the job, and you just say to yourself, well, how the hell did this person get this job? And I fit into that category a lot. When I say that majority of the jobs that I got was I slid in. I literally was like home run. Not because I was stalking the job and I was like, I'm gonna get in. Well, one of them I did say that. One job I did do that. I talked about that. My bad. I did stalk a job. With the other ones, it was just more of me just feeling like, okay, no, I got this. I became a case worker for homebound seniors at the age of 21, 22, without ever working in an office, without ever working with seniors, without ever work any. So the privileged mindset is setting yourself up to be in spaces, setting yourself up to release your color, your race, whatever that may be, and start stepping into the fact that you're privileged. One, because hello, the reality is when we go back to how babies are created, how many sperm cells were running to get to this egg? Go do the research yourself. And you, my dear, were the chosen one to get into that embryo, all right, and show up and show out. So therefore, you are privileged, all right? So go check our video out because it was litty. It was good. It helped me out a lot to remind myself that it's all in the mind. It's all your mindset. And like I shared, I've been in places that I am the only person looking like I do. There's no fear, and that's because when you're intentional with your words, you know you're meant to be there. And that's another thing, right? There's certain people that get into places and they might not have set that intention, right? When you set the intention of dear source, dear God, source, universe, walk in front of me, set up places where I am meant to be so that I can be the best version of myself. There's no doubt in my mind that the places that I'm going are intentional, that the people that I'm meeting are intentional. So there's no, am I supposed to be here? Am I not supposed to be here? Nah, I'm supposed to be here. What up? How you doing? Welcome. And I say that to say that, like, again, I've been in places where I'm the only person that looks like me. And I'm like, hey. And I have the best times. All right. So planning for continued success. This is our last tip. Planning for continued success. What is your roadmap to the next phase of your financial goals, your financial mindset? What do you have to maybe from here, excuse me, have someone assist you with your subconscious mind? Is that something that you're looking into? So is that the next phase? Is the next phase watching someone who is on YouTube and is talking about finances? Is that the next phase? Is the next phase physically going to places to talk more about finances? Like, let's become more financially literate about what we are doing so that we can, again, be that conscious millionaire that we said we wanted to be, right? You set that goal already. I'm a conscious millionaire. All right, how are we going to get there? Why is it so easy for me to find the roadmap to my conscious millionaire success? Ooh, come through, spirit. Okay. So for the upcoming week, we still have 7 more days, right? Well, because I be getting confused, right? Because if today's day 7, this is me, right? This is one of those moments. Then we got 6 days because tomorrow's day 8. Anyways, all right. So, what can you do next week? What measurable action can you take? Right, the time is already there. The time is next week. What measurable, specific action can you take next week to set yourself up for continuous financial success? All right. And then, of course, consistency. I'm going to continue to say that probably in every video, right? Check in with yourself, check in with your emotions, check in with your daily, weekly, and monthly goals, right? For those of you who are business owners, you may have a daily goal of how much you want to make. Most people say, I want to make $10,000 a month. That's $333 a day, right? How are you achieving your $333 a day? What does that look like? And that may sound scary for some people, but some people are more than likely, depending on how much you get paid, you making 330,000, 333 dollars a day. Are you $333? So, is the goal too big? Do you feel like maybe you can do $200 a day? Do you have to revise your services to make it through to $333 a day? What does that look like, right? Consistency, right? What is the weekly goal? Reminding ourselves about our joyful budget. What is your monthly goal? And always do your best, even if it is on a monthly basis, to set a new goal. Because after a while, right, things get a bit boring. That's what y'all tell me. I don't say that, but that's what y'all tell me. Some people say it's boring looking at their finances, so we gotta spark that shit the fuck up. Abundance is our friend. Money is our friend. All right. I love y'all. We doing what we doing? Hold on, let me see what I got. All right. Yeah. So comment below any financial success that you had since day one. What does that look like? It doesn't matter if it again you just went to an virtual first time homeowners. There's a lot of virtual stuff happening now. So that's not even an excuse for you not to get financially literate. There's a lot of virtual events that are happening. And if you definitely this is another who is it? Talk to me. Um Eventbrite. Eventbrite, you can go into Eventbrite and you can put free financial events and whoop, a bunch will come out, financial ones will come out. I got sources for y'all. Stop playing with me. All right. Don't forget, check us out on Solo 2 Galactic Hood Buddha so you can find out what's new, as well as the astrology community. I love y'all. I love y'all. Peace and happiness. I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 8. Oh no, I'm coming back. I'm coming back.